Hello everyone and welcome to part 17 of the Definitive Wrestling Toy Belt Collection. As you can see here we have the modern title, but it doesn't say champion across the bottom anymore. This is the newer version. So this first one is the event exclusive. This was the first version of the modern version of the championship that we have. As we can see here, there is no markings whatsoever. Nothing that tells us any kind of date. You just have to know when it was released. But these are still available on the WWE Shop.zone. WWE Shop Zone? No, it's not been WWE Shop.zone in a long time. WWE Shop.net, I believe it is. And there's also the UK version as well. And this is the exact same belt that you can buy right now. So this one is the one that comes from the actual official shop. But if you were to buy it in the shops, then instead you would get, well, let's do a comparison. You would get this version. So this version is the Mattel version. You can see there's quite a bit of difference from the very start. First of all, these little glass bits really step out. It has this bit here, which is hollow, that you can put your finger through. Whereas this is just one big solid object. And obviously this belt is a lot smaller than the event version. So let's take a look at the Mattel version now. Personally, I prefer the event version. Once again, you have these same bars, that's part of the same thing, and like I said, you're going to be seeing that an awful lot. So this version, I remember that there wasn't, like, they kind of brought this out silently. They just kind of removed the champion one and brought out this version. So I'm not actually sure when it came out, but this is listed here as 2014. And I think it was 2012 for the champion versions. So I think the champion versions were only around for a very, very short amount of time. So this is referred to as the modern title, and as you can see it's got the modern era logo. It's not the scratched attitude logo version. So yes, that is the Mattel version. And now let's compare this to the next one, which is hilarious. And here we have what I've dubbed the John Cena plates titles. So these two are the exact same belt, the exact same mold. The only difference is these little bits here. And let me show you exactly what these are. Well, first of all, let's look at the back. You can see here that the plate is a little bit different. It's down here. It says 2016, so this came out 2 years later. And the way that this works is, with these little plates here, you can push these out. And it's got the little WWE logo on the back, but it's got the John Cena logo on this side. And I'm not entirely sure, someone can correct me below, but I think you can buy figures that have these little title plates, and that if you buy the figure, like say you buy a Randy Orton that comes with the little title plates, you can just pop this one out and put in the Randy Orton plate in its place, and then you'll always have a kind of up-to-date modern version of the WWF Championship, at least at a nice little budget price. So this is exactly the same, and now let's look at something really weird. So these were all made by Mattel, and you might remember that Jakks Pacific used to make the belts, and here's a very strange thing. So this is actually a much smaller version of the Mattel one, and it's very, very different as well. So I'm not even sure why this was made. These parts here are pretty much just stickers, it's just one little thing, but this is a separate piece here, rather than being one part, all part of one big plastic. You can see here in the back, it says 2016 Jakks Santa Monica, USA, 2016 made in China. So why does it say Jakks Santa Monica when it's made in China? That's unusual. But yes, what a strange and unique little belt. There was another one of these that was part of this era that was the United States belt, and the United States one had 5 little side plates on it, and I don't know why this was made, because obviously Mattel were still producing the belts at the time, so how on earth did Jakks pick up the rights to make one of these in the first place? Very, very strange. Not sure what was going on there. But let's move that to the side. We'll keep this out here, because we're going to move on to the next one, and then we have this very, very weird belt that has no colour on it. So when this belt arrives, it arrives like this, in a little cardboard box, and look at how different this is. There's no colour in it whatsoever. It's been made entirely differently. It says here it's 2017, so it's actually a year later. And I don't know why this was made. I mean, it is available in shops. I think you can still buy them. Like, they're still out there. But it's just, like, this plain yellow and black with no colour whatsoever. And it is the exact same mould as this one, but without any of the effort put in. And released a year later. So, I have no idea what that's about. So, I mean, there's this really, really weird era of, like, the same belt being released multiple times by presumably different people. At different qualities. So very, very strange, very unusual. So let's put those away. And now our main event, as happens with all of these recent videos, it seems, we have the electronic one. So this is the, we've seen a few of these in the previous videos. So this one has the side plates. Some of the other ones didn't have side plates. This is a big thing. 2017, and your only options are on or off. So this little plastic tab here. Don't know what that's about. Just going to leave that in there. So let's activate this. It's got little shoulder buttons here at the top. Don't know what that does. And then the big red area in the center is going to be your sound effects. So I think rather than playing music and things, this was supposed to be a sound effects belt. So let's give it a try, shall we? So let's just try and see what the shoulder buttons do. So we'll try this one first. Didn't do anything. Oh, there we go.
Scheduled for one fall. 1, 2, 3.
Wonderful. Was that it? Are you supposed to hold down the shoulder buttons?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. 1, 2, 3.
I wonder, do you think this is a demo version in that you have to remove this little tab to get the proper version? Let's try that, shall we? Let's remove the tab. Well, that's an interesting little additional bit of content if that's how that works, because then you can see it with the tab and without. So let's try this now, and let's try the shoulder buttons.
Cage match.
Oh, cage match apparently.
Tables and chairs.
Wow.
Cage match. Ladder match. Tables and chairs. Cage match.
Wait, a tables and chairs match? Not a tables match? Not a TLC match? Just TC? That's not a match. What the hell?
AJ Styles.
What? I was not expecting that. So AJ Styles just says his own name? Do they have that with all wrestlers?
John Cena.
Oh my goodness. What is this belt?
Kevin Owens.
Why? Oh my goodness.
Seth Rollins.
Yep, the man with the best cartoon witch laugh in all of wrestling. Right, so presumably this one is wrestlers and this one is match types.
Ladder match.
So, okay, well, let's see what the rest of this does then. Nothing. Nope. Oh, there's a "This is awesome" chant. There's theme music for Seth Rollins. This still does nothing. Wait, do I have to change the wrestler?
AJ Styles.
Yeah, right, okay, so changing that does that. Well, that's a yes chant for Daniel Bryan, but didn't hear Daniel Bryan's name in amongst those wrestlers, so does this do anything yet? No? Does this ever do anything? Is this just like not a thing.
John Cena.
A "you deserve it" chant? What is going on here?
Tables and chairs. Kevin Owens.
That just seems generic. It also seems repeating. So this button, yeah, okay, thank you. This button does nothing, presumably. This is your chants, this is your theme music, this is to change your wrestler, and this is just say random match stipulations.
Cage match. Seth Rollins.
Wow. How thoroughly disappointing. Compared to the other belts that we've seen, I mean, I wouldn't say that I'd have been impressed by any of them, really. I mean, maybe if you're a small child, or if you have a small child, maybe it is, maybe it's something that, you know, they would enjoy, but, also, see the thing that you got in the demo that was, you know, like the pinfall 1, 2, 3? That audio doesn't seem to be there if you take out the little tab. So, very curious. Also, the fact that it came with the tab still in it, do you think that that means that someone bought this, didn't realise that the tab thing was supposed to be removed, sold it to me, who years later just collected it, and was never aware that it had all these different audios in it, and was just like, man, this is crap, all it does is says 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's interesting. Well, that is going to be it for this video, with that very, very strange train of thought. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please give us a like, share and subscribe. Do leave a comment and you have a chance of winning a prize. And I do try to reply to everyone. If you want to talk to me directly, you can find me in the description below on Discord. And with that, folks, we will see you all in what I think is going to be the last video of these defensive wrestling belts. So, hope you all enjoyed, and we'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.